Hi everyone, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I do greatly appreciate them. This is the daily forecast. It is for all signs, so I do speak in broad terms. You need to figure out if and where it fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. It doesn't mean anything's broken or wrong. It just may not be your reading today. It's originally created for Friday the 28th of July, but I do believe readings can be timeless and they find us when we need them. So if you're listening to this reading on a different date, yet it makes sense to your current situation, by all means utilize the reading. It could definitely be meant for you when you're seeing it. For those of you that are new, please check out the the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily videos. In there is just some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about when utilizing the readings, what decks I'm using during the reading, how to contact me on social media to follow me, or if you want to request a private reading, you would need to message me either at my Instagram or my Facebook business page. Please know that I will never reach out to you to initiate a sale of a reading, so if somebody were to reach out to you saying that they're me wanting to sell you a reading, it's not me, so you would always have to be the one to initiate that conversation. And then easy ways to support the channel. You can do so by hitting that thumbs up button, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell. I do put up daily content, so you'll be notified when I put up a new video. Leaving me a question or comment on the video lets me know that you're here or that the content is resonating and making sense in your life. And sharing the video out also helps. Also, watching the video in its entirety helps the YouTube algorithm for watch hours. So I do appreciate that also. And then what else? Oh, I will be referring back to the Sunday underpinning reading, which is the Sunday reading when we do for the week. Where we look at the energy of the week. It's kind of like the base layer of what's going on underneath these daily cards or in the background. So if you hear me referring back to cards that you don't see in this reading, I'm usually referring back to that reading. And that populates at the end of this video in the lower left-hand corner. If you want to watch it, you can feel free to do so, just to get some further insight. So let's see what's going on with these cards. I've been noticing we've been having some interesting, card similarities, like double moons or three kings yesterday. I believe we had the sun and the moon at one point, or two suns and then two moons. It's been a really weird July of readings. The cards have been really trying to send us sort of these empowered messages. I just want to mention that because I just think that's a little bit interesting, and I was wondering if it has anything to do with this oncoming 8/8 Lionsgate portal, which I don't know a whole lot about, but it could be. And there's things going on astrologically, like the nodes of fate, the north and south nodes are switching into Libra and Aries, and there's a lot of things going on. So I'm wondering if that has to do with any of this. But let's see what comes out today, see what Spirit wants us to know. And I might refer back to the previous reading from yesterday. You can always check those out on the channel at any given time whenever you feel free to do so. Alright, so here's our card. It is the 8 of Pentacles. Generosity and assistance. So the 8 of Pentacles traditionally is what I call the apprenticeship card, or it's a card of focus. It's a card of grounded work. It's a card of putting kind of our best foot forward, keeping... It's a man at a bench he's working on one pentacle and he has 7 pentacles lined up in front of him, right? And so here in this card, the way that these pentacles are in this hand, they're being offered maybe to the world. This is the 6 of Pentacles. It looked like the 8. I'm sorry, I was going off. That's why it's generosity and assistance. 6 of Pentacles. Let's go back. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. The 6 of Pentacles is a man standing between 2 other men that look as though they're begging, and he's holding a scale of balance. And it is this sort of giving moment. And that's kind of why I realized when I saw the hand handing out the Pentacles, I'm like, wait, that's more 6 of Pentacles imagery. This is a card of restoring balance. Wherever we've maybe felt out of balance in our 3D world, whether it be in our relationships, situations, partnerships, this is a card where we can maintain or attain that balance through give and take, through equilibrium, through equanimity, sharing what we have an abundance of or enough of, and receiving also. There's also an aspect of receiving to the Six of Pentacles that is important, right? If we need help or guidance in a situation, it's okay to accept that from sources that we trust, right? I think that this hand offering out, it's doing two things. It's not only offering and open, right? Like, here, have a pentacle, but it's also open, like receiving a pentacle. And the reason why I say that is because of the mountain range in front of it is sort of like the challenge that maybe we've previously been through or have faced. This hand is kind of rising up out of it, maybe offering us an opportunity to give to something or to receive from something that allows us to break free from a previous challenge. Does that make sense? Or see it in a different light. To be more receptive or open to different viewpoints or opportunities, choices that we can make within the situation that bring about or establish a sense of balance, harmony, because sixes are all about harmony and balance in our 3D world, in the situations that we deal with, right? Let's look at the Cosmic Insights card. Distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. When I think about this with the Six of Pentacles, I think about how distance can mean like actual physical or emotional distance, right? It can also be like the situation seeming insurmountable, like those mountains that are in front of that hand. It might have seemed like something that we couldn't previously traverse. Now, all of a sudden, maybe we can, or there's an actual potential map or possibility to put that distance behind us in some way through this offering or this openness of the Six of Pentacles. Yesterday, we had that reading with all of those three kings. So we should be coming in off of that awareness or that authority of how we feel, how we think, what we desire. Now it's about how do we give to that in a productive, a harmonious manner to create. And the Cosmic Insights card was manifest. How do we give in or receive from situations, opportunities, maybe even challenges within our lives to shorten the distance wherever we see distance, right? Distance to me does mean physical distance, but it can also mean like the challenge or the struggle or the impossibility. Where is it that we tell ourselves we can't do this? Well, maybe if we're telling ourselves we can't do this, it's that part of telling ourselves we can't do this that represents the distance or the struggle, the impossibility. The Six of Pentacles to me is this idea of gently, harmoniously bringing ourselves closer to what it is we want through that give and take energy, through that openness of, okay, this is the challenge I face. What steps do I take? What do I give? What do I ask for? How do I get there? It feels, there could be even, I don't know why I'm feeling this, there could even be a conversation on the table that may take place today for some of you that might bridge that gap. If there's been two like differing opinions, say at work or in a relationship that's been creating distance or disharmony, the Six of Pentacles indicates that maybe we can reestablish that harmony or find new ground that feels more balanced through being grounded and really looking at it from a place of maybe fairness or from the other side, the other perspective, and then adjusting ourselves or giving to the situation in a way that helps to shorten that distance or get us beyond that challenge. Let's look at the Star Maiden Oracle. This is a major arcana card that's coming from Spirit. The loving ones. This is the lovers, and it is card number 6. We have the 6 of, and these are the double things that are happening. It's really weird with these cards this month. It's card number 6, again, a card of harmony, but it is the lovers. This is Gemini energy. This could be around a relationship for some of you where it's feeling like it's not... It's a relationship we definitely care about, but that distance card says to me that there's maybe 2 opposing viewpoints. There could be a physical distance. There could be a difference of opinions, a difference of desires within the relationship between the 2 parties. And the relationship can be romantic, obviously, or it can be like familial, a friendship, a work relationship where we might feel like we're at odds or we're not on the same page. This could be a day, I mean, I want to look at the clarifiers, but to me with that 6 of Pentacles, it says this could be a day to me where through equal give and take, through a focus on harmony, through a focus on the love that exists within the situation, or the respect, the admiration, choosing that and acting from that place, we can potentially bring ourselves closer to, say, our desired outcome, or that love, that harmony that we seek, right? We see these double 6s. Let's look at the clarifiers. We have the Page of Pentacles. So new beginnings, new grounded, palpable 3D beginnings, learnings, being eager, being open, being young in mind, heart, and spirit, being open to change, to possibility, right? And being exuberant, being excited about that, not necessarily knowing that we have all of the answers, but being willing to learn or be taught within the situation while the situation shows us maybe what it needs or what we need to bring to it to bring it into harmony. We have the lovers again, double lovers, and we've seen this again. And then we have the Queen of Cups. She's probably the most emotional card of the deck. She is one of high intuition, empath qualities as a rule. She's associated oftentimes with the sign of Cancer. The lovers, again, is the sign of Gemini. The lovers is a choice, right? For me, the way that I want to read this is with these double lovers and it being a choice, we can choose how to perceive a situation or partnership, however that partnership manifests in our lives. We get to choose how to do so, right? And the distance card to me says that there is some sort of rift or challenge that needs to be faced, surpassed, shifted, or changed, right? The Page of Pentacles offers grounded opportunity for new either information, learning, steps, choices that we need to be open to and then give to. It's funny to me too because it looks like the Page and the Queen are both facing inward towards the Lovers card in the center. The Lovers card is about a choice. Like, we get to choose how we view the situation, right? How we interact with the situation, the desire that we may have, whatever it is that we want to bring into harmony and balance. I believe that with the Page's groundedness and his open-mindedness, and then the Queen's sort of nurturing intuition, because she's, not only is she intelligent and empathic, but she's highly sensitive, she's highly loving, she's also associated with Cancerian energy, which would be that energy of nurturing, motherhood, that sort of a thing. She's going to tap into that side of things, where the Page taps into, okay, grounding some of that emotional, loving energy, and then putting it to, maybe through new ideas, to good work, to create maybe the harmony, or to create the path towards the harmony that the choice that the lovers represents. I'm also going to say this, now we have 666 on the board. Why we're seeing triples a lot lately, it's just really interesting to me. For those of you that are having some sort of like relationship, I mean, this could even be around desire, like our desire for a certain outcome. say, like, I'm just trying to apply this to as many different outcomes or possibilities as it could be, but like, say there's a job we really want, or a position or a raise that we really seek, but it seems like we may not be qualified. That would be the distance card, or we're fearful that we won't get it if we try. There is an opportunity here for us to empathically, um, in a sort of caring, nurturing manner, make a loving choice towards steering ourselves towards that focus on love and connection to what it is we do want, and be focused in this sort of idea of balance and harmony, and then use the newness of the page to learn our way to it. Does that make sense? And the intuition of the Queen of Cups to also lead us there too. Both those two will work nicely together because they are Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Cups and Pentacles are complementary. They're earth and water. And pages, serve queens. So they work well together. An even better combination would be the Knight of Pentacles. But this is okay because the page is that openness of that palm to me in the Six of Pentacles that we saw in the first card. It's that receptive to new information and also willing to share information, to learn, to grow, to harmonize, to bring in this lover's energy wherever we need it in our life, wherever we feel it's been lacking, whether in our relationships, our workspace, wherever. It's here and it's available to us. I do want to say this also. Underpinning this card from the Sunday reading, because we're now at Friday, would be the weekend, the card towards the week's end, is a major arcana card, the Wheel of Fortune. And that Wheel of Fortune card wants to give us what we're in alignment to, right? Sometimes it can move slowly, and the Page of Pentacles can also be a slow movement, but that Wheel of Fortune will turn in our favor, and that's underpinning all of these cards today. So if we choose to focus on the harmony, balance, love, and the give and take aspect of it from a place that is nurturing and empathic, that Wheel of Fortune will turn and bring us closer towards what it is we want. The other thing I want to say about that I noticed too when I was looking at my calendar, the Wheel of Fortune is associated with the sign of Sagittarius, and the moon is in Sagittarius tonight on Friday the 28th. So that's also another weird synchronicity with the cards. So that Wheel of Fortune energy could be definitely a work in the background. I always say with the Wheel of Fortune, we get what we focus on. And there's definitely this focus with these cards today of a focus of balance, harmony. Yes, there's this distance or this maybe feeling of apartness, but it can be harmonized or brought closer together through this Queen and this Page, and the influence of these Lovers cards. It's really a choice of how we choose to approach a situation and with what mindset, what perspective. Are we willing to let go of some of our, desired, sometimes we can go into relationships with a ton of ego or hurt or past pain from previous situations and assume that that's re-happening to us in this same situation, like it's a repeat of old things we've experienced. Are we willing to learn new things and feel our way through and intuit our way and choose something that is more guided, blessed, based in love, harmony, balance, and move our way towards that? The wheel will move us that way, if we're willing and open to that. And I think that's the openness of that hand in the Six of Pentacles, right? That where it's not only opening offering, but it's opening receptive. So this relationship can be not only on a micro level with a person in our life or a workplace or whatever, but it can also be on a macro level, like our relationship with spirit, this angel that we see here, and our relationship with the universe around us and how we interconnect with it. Are we focusing solely on the distance and the challenge, or are we focusing on what we have to offer and how we can nurture there being more harmony, balance, and love in our lives and in the things that we do and produce and create? Now, here is your grounding stone. Remember, the grounding stone for the week is prosperity. So this looks like it wants to bring us to a certainly more prosperous, even for some of you, a more romantic outcome in a situation that maybe has seemed far off or not possible. The grounding stone is on a green stone, which is malachite, which is associated with the heart chakra, which does not surprise me with the 2 Lovers cards there and the Queen of Pentacles being present. The word is energy. Today is a day to ground in our energy and have that energy be heart-centered. Be open. This green also looks like the green of the little cloak here that the Page of Pentacles is wearing in the fertile field that he stands in, right? That there's opportunity for growth, healing. Green is a healing color, right? When we're operating from our heart and remaining open, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune will open doors for us to transform, change, harmonize, and balance whatever situations in our life that have felt far off-center, distant, or whatever. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, you guys. That is your reading for the day. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button. It greatly helps me. Hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a question or comment. And share the video out. Tune in tomorrow. We'll see how this energy changes. Have a wonderful day. Be open. Be in your heart. And believe that anything is possible. And chase after it. All right. Love you all. Take care.